everybody, Sasmataz here, and welcome in to another Island Dream Tour stream. Hi Alice, hi Gamer King, welcome in. So today we are doing the Dream Tours. And to do the dream tours we have to go into my house, which means you're gonna see some stuff that I had been working on off of streams. So that's gonna be the thing first of all. Let me just grab out my code by doing this. Helps if I do the exclamation mark as well. And pin that bad boy for everybody if Nightbot is awake. Okay, so that should be pinned now. Let me open up that page so I can see the list. And we are good to go. Yeah, if nobody... Yeah, I mean, you might want to leave it until you've done more work on your island, Gamer King, because we saw yours last week. But for the time being, I'm going to show you the work that I did, and then if we don't have anybody come in to submit a tour, then I will choose one from the list of dream addresses I have. So this is what used to be my living room, has been redone. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's a start in the right direction. Just need to get some different colorations of things. I don't know if the retro stereo comes in another color. The upright piano I know does, and those will need changing at some point, along with maybe the piano seat itself. But it's a step in the right direction. And then I did an office space over here. I'm not entirely sold on this. This is the space I didn't know what to do with. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, but we'll see what comes of this. Because that's the one I'm least happy with right now. Did I update anything in the kitchen? I don't think I did. I think I may have just put some stuff on the walls, some paintings and what have you. So yeah, I decorated the walls a little better in here to make it feel a little less bare. And then I did a little bit up here. I haven't fully finished this, but it's, like I said, a work in progress. But this is basically our stop for the day. Let me move that TV from behind the bed because that's gonna bug me. Put it like over here or something. So this is where we are chilling for the day, essentially. Hi, Itachi. And we're gonna get straight to some dreaming then. Yep, I want to sleep. So I think first of all we are going to do a random island off of my list. I've no idea how up to date they are, but we will find out soon enough. I want to dream. Yep. So I've got a couple on the list. We've already visited the Zelda Breath of the Wild one, so we won't be doing that again. But there are a couple of things. I think today I want to take a look at this that I've noted down as a marina style island. Like I said, I've no idea whether these have been updated since I noted them down, whether they're still the same, who knows. So we're here to find out together. Because some of these have been written down since like fall time last year, some of them. And I know some of them have been updated since then, but I cannot remember for the life of me which ones. So we're about to find out. We're about to find out. I know some of them are more up to date than others. I've got a couple of recent ones. That seems about right. Your Nintendo broke. Oh my life. No. That's no good. No good at all. My day has been incredibly slow. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to today. I got way too distracted. Way too distracted. Now open your eyes. Okie doke. Thank you very much, Luna. First thing we'll do, open up that map. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of water and what looks like could be some boat style things. So I think this is still the way it was when I noted it down for the most part. So we've got a bunch of different residents. We've got Marina, Dom, Stitches, Raymond, Meringue, Punchy, Daisy, Kiki, Judy, and Julian. A nice selection, a nice variety there. And look at all of that water terraforming. I can appreciate that if nothing else. And that also tells me that our starting point is over here. So we've got a nice green airport today. Very nice. And you come out of the airport straight up to like a lookout point where you can see a house and a lighthouse. And you can see the start of a boat over on the right as well. That's very cool. So let's get together a plan of how we're going to do this. So let's go left side first here, being as we're already pretty much on the left side. So let's tackle this house over here and the beach stuff. So we've got a nice rocky beach. I quite like this. a little picnic spot. Grab out your cushions to chill with your friends. Very nice. I don't think I'm supposed to be this side of the fence, honestly, to view some of the other bits. Got a bit of a Christmassy theme here, so this hasn't been updated too recently. Still snow on the ground and what have you. But, I mean, obviously these touches would have been put in between when I put this on the list and now. So it has been updated since I last heard a rumour of its theme. Got a nice little plaza kind of space back here. How do we get up to this house? Is there a way up? Or is that a no-go? Okay, it appears to be a no-go because we don't have a ladder. So, never mind that. It's just up there for show. Cheeky diagonal bridge. Yes, it is a Dream Tour Tuesday. And we have some of the simple panel buildings here. I love this idea, but I can never bring myself to do it. I can't find the time or patience for it. But I know some people that have done. Amy Games, for example, has a beautiful setup. Not too dissimilar to this. I think hers has stairs in the middle of it as well. Of the simple panels as houses. We are getting a bit of lag on here, and as we know, that is a good sign for an island like this, pretty much. Okay, so let's check out the first couple of boats we've got down here. This is like a little dock space, and there we have a couple of boats. So this is the general idea of this island. That it's like a marina dock style island. So we've got a couple of boats out here. Got a bunch of lighthouses. And a bunch of characters. What do you say? Welcome. So we have our residents here, but first let's check out this little like library space we've got here. We've got all sorts going on. Is this going to take us back to the secret beach, I take it, with all of the artwork here? Are all of these real as well? Yeah, a bunch of these appear to be real as well. Okay, interesting. And this takes us back to Red's secret beach, which is full of trash. I mean, I need to get me a couple of these, but I don't fish up enough rubbish to craft them for myself, unfortunately. Okay, so that was a nice little secret beach area. Hi, Stitches. So these guys all basically live on a faux beach kind of situation with the sand path being put to use here. It actually blends in really well with the snow. It doesn't stand out with the edges quite so much because they're not green. So actually this in the winter is kind of spot on. And then we have a more built up space up here with the brick paths, with another bunch of villagers. Very nice. And I assume we've got something up here as well, which will be very similar. So we've got a couple of villagers up here with a very similar sort of situation, except we have the museum in the middle. with the motherly statue out front, and another character come to say hello. And Mommy also says welcome. So like a little plaza space for the museum. Now, the only thing upsetting to me here is that I know that this isn't centered properly because the doors to the museum are not centerable with the 2 space wide stairs, and nor is it centered with this. So it's a little bit off, but there's not much that can be done about that unless you're willing to sacrifice 2 sets of stairs to make it more symmetrical, which I did because it bothered the heck out of me that I couldn't center it properly. There are a couple of bits of the corners of pathing and what have you missing, but I know how hard it is to keep on top of where you've put these path edges and where you haven't. So we'll be forgiven for this because it's hard work. It really is. It's a lot of codes to put down. So as we move across, we have what appears to be an orchard space, which is interesting. So we've got all of our apples. I can see cherries, peaches, oranges, pears. So we've got the lot up here. And they're kind of decorated with a few little bits and pieces, but it's mainly kept fairly simple with just the in-game dirt path, the dark dirt path down. Like the apple space is much more decorated, whereas the rest of it seems much more functional. So I'm going to assume that apples is probably their native fruit, and that the rest of them are maybe put more to use. Ooh, we have some purple hyacinth buds dropped here. And then let's see. I love the fact that this rock has kind of spawned here and they've left it here with all of the other like rock things. Like it really does fit in here. Like this is the one rock that bothers me honestly because of the base of it. I always just try and cover the base of it if I can, because I feel like it just sticks out too much. Okay, and here we have our first house that we can go into. Well, we've got a couple up top there that we haven't been to, but we will come back to that. So let's take a sneaky peek in here, and this is an account that they hadn't been onto before they saved this because they've got mail, which is something I always put out. Oh, maybe this is where they do all of their dreaming. With a Luna's bed in the middle, and it seems that this house is probably going to be kind of bare. But maybe there is something hiding in one of these rooms. I'm gonna check them all anyway, just to be sure. I'm going for that real simplistic open plan look by the look of it. Nice, bright and airy, just the way like when you buy a new house. That's essentially what's going on here. There's just the bed in the middle. So I might assume that this is Gigi's house, and this is the house that they made the dream address in, quite possibly. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing but that bed in this house. And they don't have the basement. So wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, this is Gigi's house. So this is probably where it is made because we do live in Gigi land. So I'm assuming this is their like main account maybe. I don't know. Not a clue, but they've clearly done some dreaming here and not a lot else. Let's go and check out the houses on the top left. that we bypassed. Oh, let me check this little strip of beach here first before we ignore the beaches. Okay, interesting. So we have like a beach wedding setup. I like the addition of the garden chairs that look kind of worn out in comparison to the newer style chairs that actually come with the wedding set. I like the mishmash of stuff there. Have a little bit of a band set up all over the place. We've got the ring. I can't actually walk between these chairs, which is a little bit upsetting. So I can't actually... Can I get over there? I can just about squeeze through somewhere. There are a lot of bits and pieces that are not accessible here. But it is still nonetheless a beautiful spot for a wedding. It's just unfortunate, like this feels like it should be enough room for your character to scooch through, but it's just not. Sneaking a Lily of the Valley in there. Not surprised that this very well may be a 5-star island. And I think this beach is going to be kind of bare. Talk to me, Gigi. Welcome. Yeah, we've got a little bit down at the bottom, but that leads on from somewhere else. So let's go back up and check that top left spot where we bypassed some stuff. So up here, was it? Must have been. Okay. Okay, so these buildings are sort of like part of this sort of view. We've got a little coffee area out front here. And a little eatery and getting some drinks on the go over here. You can also see off in the distance another boat and another lighthouse on the left hand side. Very nice view for your eating and drinking. So let's take a hop up here, and we've got a couple of the player houses up here. Now this player house, we've got some stunted trees and a lavender garden. I actually love this, honestly. This is something else. So let's check out this house. See if we've got something a little more exciting in this one. Okay, so looking at this, I'm assuming that this house was paid off from when it was just a small little space, and this is what they had in that small little space, and I'm going to assume that none of the other rooms are done because none of the stuff has been moved. Yeah, I figured as much. So I'm not going to check every room this time. I know that that leads the possibility to maybe missing something, but given that everything is in this small little space, I'm going to say that this is what they had in their tent when they upgraded, and they just haven't decorated the houses, which is fine because I'm still going to at least check the houses, even if I'm not going to check every room. Yes, I did hear about the new stuff, so we're getting more design codes, which is the part I'm excited about personally. Welcome, Sam. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm excited about the addition of some more design codes. Even though I'm not using a lot of mine at the moment, it gives me more freedom to do whatever I want with them. So not having to worry about having a design that I'm only using once. If we're getting an additional 50, if that's 50 of each, 50 pro and 50 normal design codes, that's ridiculous. Like, I'll never have to worry about needing a design slot again, I don't think. Okay, so we've got a little graveyard out the back here to pay our respects. So let's see what's in this house up front. Yeah, that's all I really like. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot more. You get a first year anniversary cake and some other things. They're kind of doing an update for the Bunny Day event. They're kind of doing an update to bring in a little bit of April Fools. Somebody said something about a whoopee cushion, but nothing like the old April Fools events. But honestly, I was more focused on, wait a minute, we're getting those design slots that people have been crying for. And this is one of the first times that I feel like Nintendo have really listened to an audience when they've been crying for quality of life updates. Because I mean, before this point, their vibe tended to be that they know better than their audience knows, or that's the way it seemed to feel. Okay, so this house has got a little bit of decoration to it. Nothing too tied together. It's a bit of mishmash, some DIYs on the floor, but nonetheless, it's more than I can say for the previous houses. So maybe let's check out some of the side rooms and hopefully there is some more done to this house. Okay, that's a new one. So we've got some of the white chocolate walling, some futuristic flooring, and a tribute to Jack, I guess. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I like this. I'm not so sure about the exit signs on the wall, but other than that, like this is a pretty interesting use of space. One that I definitely haven't seen before. And definitely not what I was expecting. I don't think I can squeeze past here because Godzilla is thick. Are we going to have a bathroom? If so, which room is it going to be? Okay, so we have like an arcade type room. Got a couple of games machines. We've got our Switch. We've got some music situation in here. It's a bit scary with the sheer amount of Stitches posters we've got in here. I think somebody's a little bit obsessed, but you know, that's fine. Everybody has that one dreamy that they want to get a hold of, and then when they do, they're like, ah. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people do have that one villager that they absolutely adore, and clearly this person adores Stitches. Okay, so I mean, technically speaking, here's our bathroom. We have our toilet. We have a shower situation. Currently, Skellyman's here is Pog in the shower. This is an interesting space, to say the least. We've got some exercise stuff, and then we've got some bathroom stuff, and a bed, and some jail bars. Like, this is different. It's an odd mix of things. That's for sure. This house actually has the basement as well, and considering we've already had 2 interesting rooms, I'm worried about what might be down there. Okay, so up here we have the wrestling ring, a camera, some stand lights, and of course the crowd goes wild. I love that this little Easter egg was put into the game. I think that's pretty cool. don't know if I'll put it to use myself personally, but honestly, I just love some of the little touches that are put into the game that I think are underappreciated. Okay, and down the bottom we have Ring Fit Adventure, I guess. To an extent, we've got the ring fit, some exercise stuff, and like a path to follow. So I guess this is like somebody's interpretation of Ring Fit Adventure by the look at it, which is pretty cool, honestly. Cool. Very nice. Somebody's clearly a fan. So there was our first decorated house, which is a welcome change from the others we've taken a look at so far. So I wonder if I can get to the boat space that is down, well, up on the top left then. Means as I can get to a couple of the others. I wonder if there's anything else to be seen over here. I can scooch through by the look of it. So here is the boat that we could see from the eatery and a lighthouse. Very nice. Got a rock in the top left corner. Oh, we have a campsite out on the peninsula. This seems to be like the second most common thing to do with your peninsula. Either you put a lighthouse on here of some description, or people put the campsite on here. Those seem to be the two go-to things. And don't get me wrong, I'm basic as heck as well, and I put a lighthouse on my peninsula. But then again, I also don't have enough space to put a building or much else on there, because I don't have this big round one. I just have a tiny little slither of land. So we have a rock, which I actually quite like, honestly. Quite like. I might look at doing something with one of my smaller rocks, kind of like this. We will see. And a little extension of the campsite with the bonfire and the kids' tent down here. Very nice. So, okay, we've done a lot of the top half, and of course this feels like a lot quicker of a tour, because a lot of this island is water. So I think if we go back this way, going past these beautiful boats that have been made, and then we start heading around the right side, we have a couple more boats that we go past. A little viewing spot, another lighthouse. Very nice. There are a bunch of boats down here. Wow, okay. Let's check out this beach space. A lot of the beach space on this island is very, like... There are little bits. There are some plants and seaweeds and rocks placed down, but they're not very much. So we have a seafood area here. I'm considering doing like a fishing seafood spot myself, so always welcoming any inspiration for that. Very nice. We have already spoken to this character. What do we have down here? So we have a little picnic spot down here next to a tent on the beach, and I assume they're going to keep this one as a tent because this sort of seems right as a tent right here on the beach. Yeah, and they haven't even opened their boxes, and as I always say, I kind of want those boxes as an option, because they're not straight on, they're sort of at an angle, a little bit more visually appealing in my opinion. And we have some more fishing related things down here that we saw a glimpse of earlier. Fish for sale. So this is our fisherman's tent, I guess. So let's take a... Oh, Kiki, we are in each other's way right now, my dude. Can we... Apparently we have to wait for this villager to maneuver themselves. Hi, stars! Okay, now let's maybe sneak past. Cool. So we have Able Sisters up here. We have some mannequins outside. I'm considering switching up what I have outside of my Able Sisters. Maybe getting one of these sewing machines and a couple of mannequins out front instead of the loom that I've got out there at the moment. I feel like that's too chunky for the space. And then we have a land bridge going across here to a lighthouse which overlooks some of the villagers' houses. Have we seen Nook's Cranny yet? I don't think we have. Where is Nook's? Oh, all the way on the far left. Oh yes, we did see Nook's. Okay, so I think the only thing we haven't been to is the big plot of land on the far right coming off of the beach. I think that is the last thing we have to look at here. So if I sneakily run down here, then we can check out that little spot. If I can work my way through all of the decorations here. There is a bridge here coming onto the yacht. So this is the back of the boat. We've got like a little bar scenario going on here. Little hot tub situation. I can be the captain. We have some poolside beds to sunbathe on at the front. Very nice. Really enjoy this. Looking over onto some of the waterscaping, the double bridge situation that we've got. So you've got bridge, waterfall, bridge up top, which is always a nice visually appealing addition to an island. So this is very nice. Definitely an interesting use of space and terraforming and all of that kind of stuff. Clearly some work has gone into this. Like, there are quite a few spaces that are left to design on this island. I don't know whether they're intentionally left that way or whether it's just yet to be done. But there is a lot of potential for more things here as well. I'm actually surprised at the amount of space that they have for other things, considering, like I said, a lot of the map is terraformed to be water because it's a marina style island. That makes sense. But they've made good use of their space and still have some space for other things. The beaches are a little bit unloved, which is unfortunate for a nautical theme. And of course, all but one of the houses is bare. Well, we can't climb up to Mel's house to know whether that's decorated or not. But, you know, a couple of the houses are a bit bare. So that is it for this dream tour. So let's take a look at if we have any forms that have come in. Now that we've done that one, view responses, and we have one from RXVG from Meecha. Meecha is here. And that is indeed Meech's dream address because I have that written down from before. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So we did Meech's dream tour in the first episode of Dream Tours. Is Meecha here? And I just haven't noticed. What's happening here? Hello, Meecha. Oh, you are here. Okay, I was gonna say, I hadn't seen you say hello, and I'm just seeing that somebody's put in your dream address, and I was confused. I was really confused for a moment there. So you want another dream tour? Have you updated your island since the last time? Thank you. It's currently a work in progress while I'm redoing the house interior to fit more of the island aesthetic that we're going for now. Have you updated your dream address? Yes, Aubrey. That is why it is called Sweet Dreams. It is a reference to a song. I was lurking. Yeah, you updated it. Okay, let's go and see what Meecha has done to their island. I want to sleep. Because on our first episode of Animal Crossing Island Tours, we visited this island, and so we'll be seeing what has been done since then. So it's been about 2 weeks, and it'll be good to see the progress that can be made in those 2 weeks. I know that you did say that you were working on a couple of little bits and pieces, especially after I did the tour, and I was saying like some of the areas I really enjoyed. I think the pipes. Okay. Are we going to be playing pipe roulette? Because I detest pipe roulette. Where I jump in a pipe and I'm not entirely sure where I'm coming out. I think that could have been better dealt with on Nintendo's part, but I understand why they did it that way. That is correct. Let's go. Let's go to the beach. And as the dust settles on this day, now open your eyes. And of course we've got the Piplup flag. And let's see what we have updated from this. So we still have a bunch of festival stuff out and about, which is nice to see, nice and colourful. I believe the grass is maybe a little greener than the last time we were here, because I think it was still in its transitional phase between winter and spring. We do have the addition of some pipes. Let's hop in a pipe and see where we end up. Okay. Whose house is this? Why do they get a particular pipe? Okay, O'Hare has a pipe. So is this a game of pipe roulette? That's the real question. Yes, it is. Oh, my life. Ugh. No words. Absolutely no words. So this looks very similar to what was here before. Because I know we had a seating area out here before. Because Micha has a bunch of like coffee shops and things like that. It's an unfortunate day that this stream happens to be saved on an overcasty day. I feel like this island is much more suited to a nice sunny day with all of the festival stuff and, you know, all of the colourful fun things to do. I feel like the sun should be out. Orchard space. All the peaches. All the peaches. Hey, my dude, what's your name? Roscoe. Ooh, cranky boy. Can hear it in your voice. Cool. And this is where all the flowers always get picked. I'm gonna steal them because it's a dream and it doesn't matter. Just for irony purposes, I'm gonna pick all of these because it always happens. But this is a dream, so it doesn't matter. So this is how this flower garden usually ends up looking by the end of one of Micha's streams. That reminds me, I need to do this one. It's the Route 203 song in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Honestly, I'm not a big enough Pokemon fan to know that. Like, I enjoyed Pokemon when I was younger. I think the last I played was Yellow on the Game Boy. And then, since then, the only Pokemon game I've played is Pokemon Go briefly here and there. More as a means to convince myself to go out and get some exercise. But as a general rule, I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. But if you guys do go over to Micha's stream and find yourself on his island, do not pick his flowers or chop his trees down. I am tired of seeing it, honestly. Like, who shook down these coconuts? Was this somebody that came over too? Tired of seeing it. On my music channel. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Because I know that Hero also had a music channel before he was Hero Plays. So, you are kindred spirits in a way, I suppose. I also think this path and the nice bright green grass would really lend itself to a nice sunny day. I really do think it's a shame that the sun does not smile on the stream address right now. Okay, so we do have the addition of some pipes to play pipe roulette. And there are a couple of little bits and pieces that have been changed. Another tree has been shaken down here as well. But there isn't too much that's been changed. A couple of the puppers appeared to me to have been moved because I think there was more over the other side. couple of little additions. It's hard to say exactly what was changed. I don't remember every tiny little detail and feature that was on the island, but there definitely are a couple of little additions here and there. I still love this little camp area, and in fact I made one of my own fairly similar. I have my in-game campsite, and then I have like a little kids tent camp area out by the beach. Some of them are on the beach, some of them are next to the beach. So definitely taken some inspiration from some other islands for sure. Oh, somebody asked you to update it, and this just happened to be the weather that you got for that day. That's unfortunate, because I really do think that with all of the music and bright colors, that really this needs to be sunshine all day, every day kind of island, with the palm trees all over the place. The overcast just does not suit it. There are some islands that are a little bit moody, and I think this would suit one of those kind of islands. Like, it'd probably suit mine a little better because it's more of a natural vibe, so muted tones are a little bit more in there. Yeah, they were all white before, weren't they? And they're all green now, so they were all this colour before, and you've changed some of them to green. I did notice that. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the white lampposts. Like, I think they suit some areas, but I do think that the darker colours with contrast to a lot of the other items, you can either blend them in or contrast them. I feel like these are much more versatile than the white ones. I feel like the white ones fit a more pastel, pinky kind of palette, whereas the others, you can mix and match colours with them much more easily, in my opinion. Like, these give me the vibe of like an almost girly island is what I would put them with, and that's not my jam, so I'm not a huge fan of them. I feel like they're very particular in their design, almost. Yeah, the game is a life simulator, so of course you're gonna have some sunny days and you're gonna have some rainy days. And the pocket camp flags as well. This is something that I don't have access to. I don't know. Like, this could be a touch for around Nook's kind of area, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like because they're not they're not a one space. They're much wider than they appear to be, so I don't think I'd actually have any room to put something like this. Because they're a 2x1, not a 1x1, as they appear to be on the ground. Because it accounts for the overhang as well. You can't walk under the flag, which is interesting. Just added a gong in the 2021 area. I don't remember how to get to the 2021 area, in all honesty. I think it was over here somewhere. No, that's the orchard. I remember it being like near the back. I don't remember. Hi, Pashmina. I don't remember where it is at all, and it's not going to tell me on here. Oh, so maybe it's the island space in the middle? Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I remember it being backed up to a cliff near the back. Okay, so we have a dog gong over here. The puppers are telling you to brong that gong. And we can sit and have some tea. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we've got some stuff in the works here. That is for sure. Some changes are happening. Some more subtle than others. But overall, it is still looking good as always. I can't wait to see in future what you do with this island, because honestly, like you always said, like, what's the words I'm looking for? Is that you wanted to create a space where there are, like, plenty of things to do, basically. So you've got, like, game spaces and snack spots and coffee shops and all of that. So you're definitely achieving what you wanted. It's just about, like, decorating smaller spaces is the struggle once you've got a general idea of, okay, I want this area to be this. Like, the little leftover nooks and crannies, ironically, are always the most difficult things to decorate, in my opinion. Like, obviously, my island has become cluttercore, so it's become easy, where I just whack a bunch of stuff in there and it works, because that's just the design of my island. But, you know, if you're going for a particular theme or style in an area, it becomes more difficult. Have we done any work on the interiors either? Any work on the interiors? If not, I may wander off to another island off of my list of fancy dream addresses. I'm well challenged. Ooh. So I may take this moment, now that we've seen a couple of the little updates that have been done to this island, and take my leave and maybe visit another island off of the lists that I have. Yeah, I've already explored all of the areas. So let's go and take a look at another one off of our list. Okay, so we haven't had any come in off of the live list, but we do have the other list to refer to. So we visited the marina style island first today. So there are a couple of other things. We've got Harry Potter themed, Winnie the Pooh inspired, you know, a couple of Japanese style islands, some Disneyland islands, some Fall Islands, Mario Island, Rainforest Island, and the Shire from the Lord of the Rings. So there are some themed islands, or there are some content creator dream addresses that I have. One of those is a an over the garden wall inspired island as well. So there's always that as an option. I want to go to the Lost Island, as in like the TV show Lost. I mean, we can check that out at some point. But for now, let's get back to dreaming. Yes, I would like to sleep. Looked into their idling hard drives. Got deleted from the save file, but the dream address still works. Oh yeah, that's how it works. It's like if I was to delete my current island, its dream address would still exist. Even old New Leaf dream addresses still work for islands that no longer exist. That's just always the way that it's been done. Like if you delete your save file and just create a new one, it gives you an entirely new dream address so that your old one still works. So you can sort of immortalize an island. And I do have a dream address for Akistra that is a deleted island, because she removed it and is working on a Mario island now. So I have a deleted island dream address or two within this bunch. So let's not do those ones today. Maybe we do one of the simpler ones rather than a themed one. So we've got a couple of like overgrown town, Japanese style. Got a rainforest island that we could take a look at. Yeah, Luna definitely has better servers, honestly. She always has done. Got the Mario Island that everybody's been hyping about recently. But I think a lot of people have already seen that one, but it is on the list. I got Nintendo Official Island, but that was a bit of a letdown and I know it hasn't been updated since. So maybe we just go to one of the more nondescript islands. So I've got one that's like overgrown old town. Rather go to the Sanrio Island. I mean, that'd be a nice idea. So maybe we go to this overgrown one now. Check this out. This might give me some inspiration for some of my spaces that I am going to do on my island, which will be nice. Oh, I've put a number in wrong somewhere. Oh, I missed out a 2. Double check that I've typed the rest of it in right after that whoopsie. That appears to be the one. Browse the Library of Dreams. Yep. Let's see if this is still the way it was when I wrote this on the list, because I wrote this down quite some time ago as well. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of this island. Wouldn't even know where to begin. Now open your eyes. Okay, it's a bit nondescript for the time being, but the flag is the same as I remember it being from the images I have seen. So take a look at that flag with the mountain and the terraforming and the trees. We have some gifts for this dream address and a beautiful use of the like patterned path style as well. Oh no, not drop item, I want to open them. Some green balloon, some bubble blowers, an orange, a red balloon, ocarina, and a ladder if we need it. Okay. Okay, so let's check out the map before we get lost on this adventure, because that's what I expect of this. So we have our island representative, and then we have Scoot, Rodeo, Felicity, Kid, Huck, Filbert, Dobie, Ellie, Tasha, and Eugene. A very nice selection. So if we carry on down from here, we will find our way to the airport. We have a yellow airport here today. And you'll see that this is like very cottage-core-y with the dirt paths, the weeds. It looks very overgrown, lots of trees and bushes and flowers. And that's kind of the vibe for this area. Lots of little bits of terraforming with some waterscaping and little nooks and crannies that are decorated with odd bits and pieces. You know, nice little touches. I think the beaches are pretty much bare as far as I understand from the description of this one. So we have Able Sisters over here. We have a little space up here, which is a puppet show. Very, very cute. They also have the loom out for their Able Sisters, along with a couple of other extras. Okay. I am gonna get some rest now. Good luck with the dream adventures. Thank you very much, Micha, for stopping by. Hope you have a nice night. Okay, so we have our first little area on the beach here, which is the campsite, with a little area so you can appreciate the wildlife a little closer. Play some songs. Somebody's doing their washing out here, going fishing. Ooh, what have we got here? Why do I always drop them? Flimsy fishing rod. But I don't think you can actually fish in a dream, can you? You can. I did not know that. I can grab myself a shark. Oh, scared it off. Whoops. No good at fishing. No good at fishing at all. Got some glasses that have been stomped into the sand. I swear it wasn't me. Oh, some soggy shoes here where somebody's dived in. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A little overgrown play area with some chalk drawings on the floor over here. A little beach chill area. Like I said, a lot of these spaces are particularly overgrown. Got a bunch of presents lying around this stream address as well. Got a wetsuit in case you want to go and take a dip. And kid is chilling up here. So yeah, it looks like this stream address hasn't been updated at all since the image was shared with me. So we have a little gnome area here. They're just chilling out, minding their business, listening to some jams. We have our first villager house up here with a little writing area. Lots of books and reading going on. Clearly somebody likes getting in their pages for the day. Have a gardening area over here. Love the use of cushions for fertilizer. And a little apple orchard situation back here. Interesting. Oh, this was the Able sisters. Maybe let's go up from here. See if we can't get behind some of this terraforming, maybe. I was warned that it is very easy to get lost on this island with all of the little bits of terraforming, but we have like a little outdoor sleepy spot here. Very cute. Sit and stargaze, possibly. Lie and look up at the stars. Yeah, mushrooms as decoration is a nice idea. That's something that I may implement, which will mean that I definitely won't be 5-star island for long. The museum has a nice little spot out front. It's busy enough that it feels full without being too much, which I like. It's got the addition of some art stuff, a bug, some reading, little drink out here, but it still feels natural, a little overgrown in places. Have a little hammock spot here with some soggy socks left by, and a boot over here on this little hot spot. So we have a villager that lives on a little island here. They like to chill outside their house and play the ukulele by the look of it. Puck, is this your house? Is it? Oh, Scoot, not Puck. Scoot. Sorry. Puck is the penguin. What am I talking about? We have a little dinner spot out here. I like the use of the tree stump as a seat. That is something I appreciate. So we have an overgrown football pitch here. There's even a little tree growing in the middle of this pitch. Ooh, eating ice cream. I wish I was eating ice cream. Somebody's kicked one of the balls over here though. No, kick it back. There's a sneaky little fishing spot here by this lake. Oh, and they've dropped either a turnip or a piece of candy behind this tree to create the ant line, to give this little bit of grass path some more interest. Very nice. So let's see, is it a turnip? It's got to be a turnip, right? Yeah, it's a turnip, because candy would stick out too much, especially in this kind of layout. Got a bunch of bug related items lying around. Oh, we've got some more presents up here. This is like, can you find all of the presents? Is this going to be like 40 presents hidden on this island? Hot dog costume. Okay. I'll take the bait. We are now a hot dog. Hot dog. So I think this is the piano colour that I may be looking for. A lighter, brighter one. We have some sort of play going on here. Interesting. And another seating area. So we've got a bunch of these tables with different patterns and different items on. Different seats surrounding them. So this appears to be where the play is set up. They've got a bunch of the standees, a little prop box and other things. So there's like some setup stuff going on there, and then a little dressing area up here, and then they've got the play actually going on down here, which is a nice little narrative going on in this space. If Jack comes while I'm dressed as a hot dog, I'm sure he'll understand. So we have like a little dump area here with all sorts of mess going on. There is all kinds of mess made by codes and items and all sorts of things on this island. So we have a little movie spot. You can pick a seat and watch a film with some friends. Very nice. Yeah, like I said, I think the beaches are a little bit bare on this one if I remember correctly. Oh, we have a hopping stone here, so let's go. And the basic little chill spot. I never really did see the appeal of the lifeguard chair personally. I may use it. We will see about that in the future. So, okay, this has been used as a monument for something or somebody, which is an unusual use of the peninsula. Although this peninsula is more the sort of size of what I have, it doesn't have the campsite or the lighthouse on it, which is something a little bit special, honestly. Like I said, I think a lot of the beach is bare. We have a bunch of flowers down here, which is like my left side beach as well. Oops, some dropped things and pieces that haven't been picked up. We have a little basketball space over here. Like I said, all of this is kind of overgrown spaces and what have you. Lots of little pathways and details crammed into these little spaces. Like I said, it is a pretty difficult to navigate island. I was warned ahead of time that this is going to be one of those where you get lost. There is no easy way to work your way around this, with all of the different bits of terraforming and hotspots and no obvious paths. We've already been up here. We've already been across here. Where are we missing? Or is that literally it? I must be missing a bunch of stuff, honestly. Okay, so I haven't been up to that house. So maybe we go across there somewhere. So to the bottom and go in this house. So if we come down here and follow across to this bridge, there is, let's go up. There is a house around here somewhere. Ah, see, lots of hidden little spots. But this is an area we haven't been before. Lots of little things dashed around everywhere. Can you help me find the bear? I mean, which one? This one? Little hopping spot here. The piano. There's a bear hidden over here. Is this the bear? And there is a bunch of stuff up here we haven't seen. So we have a little area down on the beach. On the secret beach, I should say. Oh, this is another way to get across to it, I guess. No? Oh, okay. So there is a bunch of space that is like very particularly navigated. Oh, we have more presents here. Okay, so let's see what other items we have. Interesting. So now I'm a pirate hot dog. Find our way back to this house and let's take a sneak peek inside. Okay, they're going for like a very worn down, rustic, lived in kind of vibe. So we've got some real beaten up walls, some cobwebs, a bunch of stuff all over the place, shoes and leaves, worn and floor. But it still looks lived in with the cake and the tea, the lit candle. You know, still looks homely and not completely run down. A nice little space there. And we have the poop room, which is not the first time I've seen a poop room like this. In fact, I've seen worse than this, honestly. I like Jeffro's rendition of the poop room, which is do bears poop in the woods, essentially, which is like a teddy bear, a toilet, a poop, and the woodland wall. Which, honestly, I'm here for that room. We have a craft room. Absolutely love this. With all kinds of crafts. So you've got painting, sewing, the cartoonist stuff, writing stuff, all sorts going on in here. Everything you'd need for a craft room. And of course all the artwork on the walls as well. Okay. I think the only crafty thing it was missing was maybe there's a clay modelling set. I think that would have been a nice addition as well. Here we have the kitchen dining room space, and like I said, once again, it's like a very eclectic mix. This looks a little less run down than the other spaces, maybe. This looks a little bit more well put together, but also being like a mishmash, eclectic mix of colours and items. Even added the little cockroach in the kitchen, some snacks that have fallen on the floor. Like, there is a bunch of stuff going on here, and I am here for it. So we've already seen the poop room. So let's go upstairs and downstairs now. Okay. So upstairs we have another good mix of stuff. These rooms are very much some of them are kind of the vibe I was going for. Eclectic, homely. Got that same, like, my colour palette is maybe a little bit on the brighter side, but still pretty similar. Almost like you're viewing the whole house as if it was like a sepia filter. Very nice use of the artworks on the walls. I still need to get a hold of the suitcase. There's a lot of like artwork stored up here. We've got a reading nook, writing area. This person's clearly very crafty, creative, which you can tell from the island design, but also from their choice of things that they surround themselves with. Have to go to tutoring, that's fine. You take care, Alice. You see, this is more the colour of the retro radio that I may want something a little brighter. I only have the dark one. So down here we have like a little den, kids bedroom type deal, with some games, some music, a bed. Yeah, I'll see you on Apple stream. We have a workbench and some storage stuff as well. Somebody definitely chilling down in this basement. I think that leaves it as this is another island tour done. Let's unpin that and take a look to see what we have. So we have no responses on the form, but I think where we are winding down now anyway, because I was going to keep this to be a short one for today. Like I say, I'm behind on doing things and could do with catching up a little bit. So let's take a wander back to our bed on this island, which is literally like a maze in its own right. Okay, here we go. Hop back in our bed. I would like to wake up, please, Luna. Until next time. Plus, I'd also like to have dinner and what have you at a more reasonable time today, because usually I go on until about 12 o'clock, and then I don't have dinner until like 12, 1 o'clock. So today I'm gonna be wrapping up a little earlier. So I think we are gonna leave it there for now. And okay. So thank you all for joining me today. I know this was a little bit of a short one in comparison to some of our other streams, but like I said, I need to take care of myself and a few other things. So I think this is going to be like a mainstay thing that we're going to do with Dream Talk Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, as long as I don't have a pressing commitment on that day, we will do island dream tours or island tours of some description. And I think that's going to be a general rule. There's never really a set time. It will depend on other things that I may need to do, other work that I need to do and what have you. But so far the schedule is looking like the set days for things are Minecraft Creative on Monday, Animal Crossing Dream Tours on Tuesday, and Minecraft Multiplayer with Boo Bobby on Saturdays. The other days are a little bit up in the air. I'm thinking of leaving Stardew Valley for Sundays. So there you go, you've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, which are all planned out for. Friday is always my day off. So it's just Wednesdays and Thursdays that are a bit up in the air for the moment. There is no set time for our schedules, but I will write this up on the Discord, which link is in the description. In the announcements channel, I'll write up like a general idea of what will be happening on what days, and I'll keep you up to date when things change. So until next time, this is Sazmataz out. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you very much for the 10 likes on the stream, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye bye.